So today's Tuesday, so it's Taco Tuesday, but I've never done it the traditional way before. So today I'm gonna try and make a traditional pork carnitas tacos, which is done with like pork, lard, and pork frying inside its own fat. And then the other one I'm gonna use to then make a pulled pork. So here I have about 3.5 pounds of pork shoulder. So I'm gonna just split it in half. That way I can use a pork two ways. All right, so the first one is the carnitas. So in here I have just boil up the pressure cooker. I'm gonna season it with some salt, plenty of salt. Get some flavor. Some cumin powder. About a teaspoon of that. Some coriander. Another teaspoon of that. Some taco seasoning. About a teaspoon of that as well. And I'm gonna put in a little bit of garlic powder. Half a teaspoon of that. Some paprika. Scoop of shake. And then fresh pork fat. It's gonna, when the pressure cook it, it's going to then dissolve the fat and cook the pork inside its own fat. So it's not fat. On this side, for the pork, right, I'm gonna put the lid on the pressure cooker. I'm gonna turn this on to pressure, and I'm gonna do this for about an hour on pork. At medium. And now it starts. Okay, so after an hour inside a pressure cooker, you can see that the fat had been rendered and the pork is nice and tender. You can feel that, look at that, it's falling off already. So that's gonna be fantastic. So to serve the tacos, I'm gonna make some pineapple salsa today. So with me, I'm gonna use some pineapple, some white onion, some of the red bell pepper that I didn't use last time, some cilantro, spring onions or green onions, and some tomatoes. You can use Roma, you can use whatever tomatoes you have lying. It's very important when I'm cooking, I'm just using a little bit of bell peppers for colors and some texture contrast. But when I'm cutting, I'm making sure that I'm tucking my knuckle in. That way the blade doesn't get the tip of my fingers, right? Because we certainly don't want to, nobody want to eat food with blood in it. Onions, since I have some green onions in there already, I'm gonna be holding back on the white onion here because I don't want to overpower it with plenty of onion in there. So I'm just using probably about a tablespoon to just, again, get some texture in it. But I'm not gonna use the whole lot of onion.
Oh goodness, you look like you're crying.
Okay, half a lime, squeeze all of that in there. Just gonna brighten everything up. Now, to break down the pineapple, I'm gonna cut the top. Discard that. I'm gonna cut the bottom. And I'm just gonna go down. I see there's some browning, so I'm gonna cut that in deeper because who wants to eat the rotten part? Alright, so then now that I have all the ingredients together, I'm gonna slice up a little jalapeno.
No, Dad, I don't want jalapenos in my salsa.
You don't want any jalapeno?
Not in my salsa.
Okay, alright, so I guess jalapeno is optional today, okay? So I'm gonna leave that on the side.
Dad, you give me
To the mixture, some salt, and then I gotta get some spoon. Just don't worry about it. Right, so I gotta mix up so that way all the flavors melt together, nice and evenly seasoned.
without jalapeno.
Now jalapeno. Someday you gotta add some spice in your life. Look at how beautiful the color is. Alright. It smells really good. So it's gonna go great with the pork. It's gonna be nice and bright. It's gonna cut through the fat of the carnitas. Alright, now it's time to slice up the pork. And you see all of this grease in here, right? Please do not throw it down your drain because that would just freeze up and clog up your drain potentially. So be careful with that. Discard it in your garbage, right? In a plastic bag to kind of seal all that stuff. Otherwise you're gonna have a hot mess on your hand. So I'll show you how tender the pork is, right? Look at how it just breaks down. Just falling apart. Look, I can pull it with my hand.
Barely even cut it.
And this is gonna be delicious. And we serve this up with some hot and warm tortillas with a nice refreshing pineapple salsa right on top of it to cut through the layer of the fat. Right? It's gonna be great. So to prepare the tacos, right, I'm gonna warm up some tortillas. I grease the pan. That way you create a layer. Normally it's gonna soften it up, but it's also gonna serve as a protective layer. That way when you lay like wet salsa on top of it, it's not gonna like soak it all up and get all soggy on you. Take out the pork. After about 30 seconds on both sides. Right, now it's more pliable. More importantly, there's the layers of it. Okay. All right, now here comes the assembly part. Some carnitas and some pineapple salsa. You got a little bit on there. And if you want more hot sauce, obviously you can drizzle on it. But look at that, isn't that nice?